All right, what's going on YouTube? So this post is an update on the $100 to 20K series. So I made an update about it last week, and this is the final update on it because I, surprise, surprise, failed the challenge, unfortunately. Well, it was a funded account already, but I failed it. Along with that, the other Tradeify funded account also is gone, which is this one. This is 150K. And then this is the 50K account, I believe. Hold on, double check. I don't know which ones they are, honestly, because I don't know if T means challenge or if F means funded. But regardless, yeah, I failed the accounts, unfortunately. So as you can see, the status on this are inactive now. And the only one active is this eval, which I had started last month. Why is it? Okay, there you go. No, sorry, I'm putting the wrong stats. My bad. I had started the very end of last month, had a really hot start, was pretty much $500 from passing, and then just kind of went downhill every day, little by little, chipping away. And it's fully blown effective today. It just hasn't updated on here, so that's why it still says active, but in a little bit, it will say that it's also blown. So yeah, unfortunate to do it, to have failed. And the things I can reflect on for sure are honestly the pressure of YouTube being added onto my trading certainly made me look outside of what I regularly do. So typically I trade a very specific model. I look for high probability setups. I only would take like 1 to maybe 2 setups per day for the most part on most of my accounts. And then I would have like one account that I would use for growth, but I would trade that account usually separately. And then I started merging everything together. I am trying to move into growth again and scaling. I've been scared to do it for a long time. Last year, I had a bad experience with it. Long story short, I got funded for a lot of money, made a lot of money really quick. And then after payouts, I blew it all. And it was just a dark place. Like I spent literally thousands of dollars getting accounts right after, and I blew them all as well. So it was just like a money sink. And so at the end of last year, I started building, like towards September or so, I started building one account at a time, and I would only trade one account at a time, even though I had multiple fundeds. And so anyways, this year, the goal was to merge it all together and do it all together, which that's still fine. I'm not scared to do so. But adding the pressure from the YouTube and just people watching and people learning from you and so on, in my head, it made me think that I should do more than what I normally do, or that I should get more trades or whatever for content, which is just the wrong mentality. I should just trade like I regularly trade. And if there's a valid setup that's high probability, then I should take it. If there's a valid setup that's not high probability, then I should skip it. And I haven't been doing that, to be honest. If you've been watching my live streams, like I lost twice today, which was fine. Those were per model, so those were completely fine. Yesterday, I had my biggest losing day. I had like 8 trades in a row that were wrong. I think this is the 14th. Yeah. So as you can see, I had hella trades yesterday. Where's the date on this thing? Oh, here on the left side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 total trades yesterday, and every single one of them was a loser. Now, were 11 trades per my model? No, I'll be honest. No, not really. Like, some of them definitely were. The beginning of the day was, for sure. It was something I added on the 15 seconds. Basically, I got some data over the weekend. I was pretty excited about it. And after I, compile it, put it together and whatever, I added the 15-second entry as like a standard trade that I would typically take on a regular basis. But what I didn't take into account when I was doing this was the drawdown. So if you're on the upside, and let's say you're supposed to take 4 losses for the day on the regular real setups, times that by 1.5 to 2 times, roughly, give or take, and that's how many losses you would take on the 15-second on that day. So if it was 4, it would really be somewhere between 8 losses. Sorry, between 8 to 12 losses, give or take. So your drawdown becomes a lot bigger, which is fine to do on a personal account because it doesn't really matter. There's no no rules against that necessarily in a personal account. So having 10 trade drawdown, but then you go on a winning streak of 4 or 5 trades that each of them make a AR or whatever, like it's fine. It will offset itself, and you will end up net profitable by a lot by the end of that. But you just can't do that on funded accounts. So yeah, I didn't take that into consideration. So I basically burned everything to the ground yesterday. I wouldn't have blown these accounts if I just didn't do this yesterday, honestly. Like I would have been able to recover all the accounts if I would have just taken it slow, taken my 1 minute trades and only taken 2 losses yesterday, 2 losses today. Like I would still be in the game and I would be able to swing back just fine. But yeah, like it's really unfortunate. The other thing is, like, this accounts, when you're working with a funded account, think about the fact that you could have had a great start. You could have made a few $1,000s and then you just go back into the trailing drawdown, and that's why you blow it. So if it's a personal account, you're still overall profitable even when you do stupid stuff. But that's just the nature of funded accounts. Like you just, you know, if you don't have a good start and build a cushion, as soon as you do something stupid, you're going to lose the account. So yeah, that's where we are currently. So the challenge is unfortunately failed. I will not be starting another YouTube challenge as of yet, to be honest. I'm a little burned out, so let me go here, hit all accounts. So yeah, like I said, you can see one. So the two inactive evals are just because I passed them, and then the 2 inactive fundeds, the 2 F ones, are the 150K I got in on live stream, and then the other one was the funded for the challenge. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to my most basic setup, and I'm gonna go back to high probability stuff. The only thing about it is that I don't really necessarily talk a whole lot when I'm very concentrated or when I'm waiting for setups and there's really nothing to do. So I'm not sure on what to do in terms of live streaming, because I feel a little bit burnt out, but I also feel like it's not the best content if I'm just there in silence. You know what I mean? So I just don't know what to do about it. I don't know if I should just not live stream or if I should still live stream and just have the stream in silence, which is basically what I did today. I just had the stream in silence all day, and I don't know if people like that, if people don't like that. So yeah, I'm just not sure what to do in regards of that. What I am going to do is I'm going to take a small break. I'm going to give myself 1 week. So next week, I won't stream at all on YouTube. I might stream privately for my Discord members, and that's pretty much it. Usually with them, like, I'm pretty cool to just be quiet because they know me. They know the expectations. They know that when I need to talk, I'll talk. When I don't need to talk, I won't talk. So maybe I'll start treating YouTube the same way. I'm not sure. But yeah, the reflection on this is you need to stick with what you know and just do it over and over and over. And don't change anything too drastic too quick on a funded account. If you're going to change something, like for example, me bringing in the 15-second entries, I'm thinking the data is really good. I've been taking them for the past couple months. Like, it's not something new, but I don't take them all the time. I would take them sparingly in between different setups, because I would say, okay, this is really high probability. Let me take anticipation entry based on what I know. But yesterday I didn't do that. It was more like every trade is valid, even if it was low probability. I'm taking the anticipation, and that's really what burned me to the ground yesterday. You know, little by little, just kept chipping in, and then at a certain point, you just stop being scared of just taking the trades, which is not, it's not necessarily good. Like, not being scared, but it's like you don't care anymore. So at that point, it's like that's when you know you should be clocking out. And I didn't, and I just kept going after the fact, which was really, really unfortunate. Yeah, so moving forward, I will be taking a small break. I'm gonna bring back, obviously, my 120-day mentorship series. I'm gonna resume that probably next week. I also have some family matters going on right now, and my family needs me to be more active on that side right now. So because of that, I don't have as much time after I get off the markets to actually record and so on. So I'll be a little bit missing. I'm gonna try my best to upload, at the very least, some day reviews, just going over price action, over the stuff that was good about the day, the stuff that was bad. I'll try to do a trade recaps. I obviously have still other accounts and so on. So I'm still going to be trading every day as usual. It just won't be these accounts on Tradeify. I haven't asked any other firms if I can share my stuff or not. I have heard that you can get banned from showing your trades on a live stream from other firms. And I don't have a delay on my stream at all. So I have heard that you can get banned for that and they'll just take away everything from you. So I'm not going to be sharing anything that's not Tradeify if when I share stuff on Ninja. So if it's after the fact, if it's a day review, it doesn't matter. But if it's on live stream, I believe that's when it matters. So on live stream, you guys will see a Ninja trader, a Ninja demo trading account executing, and I just cannot say which firms I'm taking at the time. I think that would be fine. Tradeify, I had emailed them about it, and they told me that I was totally fine to do it. So I'm gonna reach out to the other firms and see if they're cool with it. And then I can say it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's the same trade just copied across multiple firms, and yeah, I don't think it really matters. But yeah, so that's the update. Sorry for the rambles. A little bit slow, but hopefully you guys can give me some grace on that. Hoping to get back on my horse. I don't want to get back on another challenge immediately because I want to get back on my zone. I want to make sure that I don't keep, going down this drain and then, never recover. Like I got to bounce back. And so to do that, I just feel like I got to take a little bit of pressure off myself just to bounce back, be back to normal. And then when I'm back to normal, then I can start doing it all over again. I think honestly, it should only take me 1 week to be feeling good, but we'll see. The markets are also honestly just really tough. Like today was very tough because of news. The fact that we just literally took off from here, from this low that was made by news, which was so nasty. Like this is so nasty. It's so unfortunate because I would imagine this low would get ran. That's why I had an alarm on it, and then I wanted to get long after that low would get ran, but it just never did, and it just literally went up. So yeah, the markets are honestly just also tough. So it's not just I'm having a hard time because I'm doing stupid stuff. It's just the markets are also tough. So these are the times where you have to be paying more attention to what you're doing. And honestly, that's just not what I've been doing. I haven't been paying as much attention as I typically do on any of my trades. So it's really no wonder why I'm not having success on a consistent basis for the past couple weeks compared to the past few months. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. Hopefully you guys appreciate the update, the transparency. I don't want to be one of the YouTubers you guys, see all the time that start this series like, trading from $2,000 to whatever. And then you see 2-3 videos and then you never see any videos after that because they've blown it all and they just don't want to say that they blew it all. They just kind of sweep it under the rug or whatever. So yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye.